I want to share with you. Now, just watch along. I'm showing you a knife, yes, but it's only because I'm showing it to you because of the sharpness. My son bought it for me. It's great for getting the little prickly things off a cactus. But I'm showing you this recipe because this cost me absolutely nothing. From the eggs to the cactus to the beans, I got it all free. Okay, the cactus are free. My chicken eggs are free because, hey, you sell a few, trade, whatever, barter, you know what I'm talking about, and you get your feed for free. And so your eggs don't cost you anything. The cactus don't cost anything because it grows wild. You can grow it in your place also. The beans that I show in this recipe cost me absolutely nothing because they were given to me. A lady didn't want them. She got them from the school. They were giving beans away. She took a bunch of bags, but she didn't want them. She sent them to me. I'm more than happy to eat pinto beans. This is what I'm trying to share with you. I eat this 4 to 5 times a week. And during the week, which means I get 4 or 5 meals for absolutely nothing. It's free to me. I can even take this and turn these cactus into dinner, which would be free for me. Free food is always great. It's something you should consider. What can you grow that is free to you that will grow all summer long in your yard that what you could use free? Now, on this, if you want, they sell these at the store. If you don't have them, you can purchase them at the store. The paddles, or sometimes they even sell them in pieces in a bag, which they've already been cleaned and cut up. But if you buy the paddles whole, you want to make sure that you go around the side here and clean off, cut down, clean this, go all the way around it. This stuff kind of reminds you of okra. It's kind of snotty, but this is what you want to do. It helps get, you see now, I got that right there, so I'm going to get that off of there because that is a sticker. And so you just want to cut it out. Let's see. You want to make sure you get the stickers out. And then I'm going to go around the top edge here. This is kind of hard to do for the camera. You see that? You just want to go around the edges. Whoops. This is kind of hard to do for the camera, okay? This really is, but oh well. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to rinse these, and next step is you just want to cut them in small pieces, and then we'll put them in some water and boil them until they're tender. You can cut this any way you want to. It's, totally up to you. I hope this camera, me doing this doesn't shake this camera. I'm just going to start with long lines towards the base, and then come here and cut across into small little pieces, like so. It's real early in the morning and I don't have very good lighting. I'm not one of these fancy cooks you see on YouTube. I really am not. I'm someone that just frugal, really, really frugal, and get by. I get by on very little. But let me get this cut up and I'll show you next. Okay, I have it all chopped up. Here it is in my pan. I'm going to let this boil until it gets tender, and then we'll come back. Okay, here we are. These are ready. I'm going to strain these. This liquid here is what I call snotty. And so what I'm going to do is put this in a strainer and rinse them. Okay, now this is something that I added to these nopales. You do not have to do it, but I did because I had it left over. Now my son loves meat. It's a meat that I cook in this chili. And he bought these bags of chilies and I made the meat for him. But I had some of the chili Colorado left over. I didn't want to throw it away, so I decided I would put it into these nopales. Now, you don't have to. Like I said, you can do this without this. But it was my way of using up what I had left over. And I just wanted you to know that. So you don't have to do the same thing that I did, though. I have some refried beans here left over. This is called using every scrap you have. That's what I'm doing this morning. When it comes to these chilies, let me show you something. Any chili, you do not have to boil them in water. Take hot tap water, put it in a bowl, throw your chilies in there, cut them open first, knock out all your seeds, pull your stems off, and let them sit in that bowl, and just let them sit there and rest for 30, 40 minutes. You know, you can do it all night if you want. And you don't have to boil them. And if you have a gas stove, you're saving a heck of a lot of gas. If you have an electric stove, you're saving a whole lot of electricity. So, now, remember those nopales that I told you I was going to rinse and drain? Here they are. Now, what I have, there's not many of them, but hey, there's only 2 of us this morning. Now, I have a nice skillet. I put olive oil in this skillet. Now, I'm going to take these nopales. I'm going to test it because I want to. It's not as hot as I want it to be. Not yet. Okay, I think it's hot enough now. And we're just going to let those cook for a little bit. And then I'm going to pour some of this chili Colorado that I just showed you, made from those ancho chilies, over the top of this. Let this cook for a little bit first. Okay, what I'm going to do now is pour some of this chili. Okay, the last stage of this is our eggs. Here we go. We got our butter going. See if I can do this without shaking this camera everywhere. This is all I do. I told you, I showed you. I just dump my eggs in a skillet full of butter, quite a bit of butter, and I just scramble. And that's it. I add some salt, but not much, because remember, the butter has salt. I add some black pepper, and that is it. And we're going to scramble this up. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with all of this, because I'm going to put it all together. Now, you could take everything and just put it on a plate, but that's not what I'm going to do for myself. This is how I'm going to serve what I made this morning. Now, I'm going to start with this tortilla. Into this tortilla, I'm going to add a small, that's more beans than I really want, so this is what I'll do. Since I'm only going to make 2 tacos of this for myself, I'll divide this up amongst the 2 tortillas. Trying to do this with the camera and everything makes it a little bit difficult. Okay, next, remember the chili Colorado and the nopales? Right there. And then here. Then the next would be my wonderful scrambled eggs. My son's always telling me I really don't eat like most people do. I eat whatever is available. And I try to make it whatever is good for you also. And as little processed food as possible. We all know, I'm sorry, let me clear my throat here. We all know that bacon and sausage is extremely expensive. We have to think of other things we can do. This is one of them. This is delicious. It really, really is. That's a piece of the chili Colorado, I think. Yeah. So, this is mine. Now, you could put beans, eggs, scrambled eggs, the chili Colorado with the nopales on a plate and eat the corn tortillas separate to the side. And that's what I'm going to do for my Nutter Butter. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Remember, I had all this here at my house. I didn't have to leave, didn't have to go grocery shopping for it, nothing. It was here. So, keep storing, keep stocking.